Are you preparing for a job interview with KPMG? This video will guide you through some of the most common questions asked during a KPMG interview. It not only lists the questions, but also provides insightful answers to help you prepare. 1. Why do you want to work at KPMG? My interest in KPMG stems from its reputation for fostering a collaborative, supportive, and diverse work environment. I am drawn to the firm's commitment to continuous learning and its focus on career development. I believe that KPMG's service lines align well with my skills and aspirations. The firm's global reach and its wide variety of clients also offer unparalleled exposure to different industries and business challenges. This aligns with my aspiration to gain a broad business perspective and to work on projects that have a significant impact on clients. Through working at KPMG, I hope to contribute to the firm's ongoing success while also furthering my professional growth. 2. What interests you most about our advisory practice? Understanding the fast-paced and ever-evolving landscape of the business environment fascinates me. I am drawn to the advisory practice because it allows me to actively engage with this dynamic world, providing strategic advice for businesses to navigate through complex issues. I am particularly interested in the way KPMG's advisory practice integrates technological advancements into its solutions to provide innovative and future-proof strategies for clients. The opportunity to work with diverse industries and companies is another aspect that I find intriguing. This exposure would not only enrich my understanding of different businesses but also challenge me to keep adapting and learning. 3. Can you walk us through your resume and highlight your relevant experience? I began my professional journey with an internship at XYZ Corporation, a leading firm in the finance industry. I had the opportunity to work in the audit department, where I gained hands-on experience with financial statements, internal controls, and compliance matters. This role taught me attention to detail, analytical skills, and how to work in a fast-paced environment. Following this, I joined ABC Company as a junior accountant. Here, I was responsible for maintaining financial reports, records, and general ledgers, and preparing and analyzing budgets. I also contributed to the successful completion of quarterly and annual audits. This role honed my technical accounting skills, and I learned the value of teamwork and effective communication. Next, I moved on to DEF Company as an advisory consultant, where I worked on various consulting projects, each with a unique set of challenges and learning opportunities. My duties ranged from business process analysis and improvement, risk assessment, and strategic planning. This experience allowed me to understand the broader picture of business operations and strategy, and how to deliver value-added services to clients. In my most recent role at GHI Company, I was promoted to senior consultant, leading a team of 5 consultants on various projects. This role improved my leadership skills, and I learned how to inspire and motivate my team to achieve their best performance. I believe this diverse and progressive experience makes me a strong candidate for the role at KPMG. 4. How do you stay updated on industry trends and developments? In this fast-paced digital age, staying abreast with industry trends and developments is crucial. I do this by subscribing to relevant newsletters and magazines. For instance, I read the Harvard Business Review and The Economist religiously. I also follow industry leaders and influencers on LinkedIn and Twitter, which provides me with real-time updates and insights. Attending webinars, conferences, and industry-related events is another way I keep myself updated. Participating in industry-specific online communities and forums also helps me gain knowledge from other professionals in the field. Lastly, I am part of a few professional organizations that provide resources and continuous learning opportunities. By employing these strategies, I ensure that I am always in sync with the latest trends and developments in my industry. This enables me to provide valuable insights and innovative solutions to my clients and team. 5. Describe a time when you had to manage an ineffective team member. A few years ago, I was leading a project at my previous company. One of the members was not performing up to the mark, missing deadlines and producing subpar work. Instead of reprimanding him outright, I opted for a more understanding and supportive approach. I initiated a private conversation with him, ensuring it was a safe and non-judgmental space. I pointed out the areas where improvement was needed, but also asked if there were any issues he was facing that were affecting his performance. It turned out he was struggling with some personal issues. We discussed ways he could balance his personal life with work, and I also offered him resources provided by our company for such situations. In time, his performance improved significantly. This experience taught me the importance of empathy and communication in leadership. 6. What would you do if your team members weren't focused on delivering quality work? In situations where team members are not focused on delivering quality work, I would take a proactive approach. First, I would try to identify the root cause of this issue. It could be due to lack of motivation, unclear instructions, or personal problems. Once the problem is identified, I would address it directly. For instance, if it is a lack of motivation, I would try to boost morale by recon overall team goals and how each member's contribution is significant. If it's due to unclear instructions, I would ensure that the project objectives are clearly communicated and understood. If it's personal problems, I would offer support and suggest resources available for help. I believe in maintaining open communication and promoting a supportive work environment where everyone feels valued and motivated to do their best. 7. Tell me about a time where you had to demonstrate flexibility in your approach. I was once managing a key project at my previous job, where the client made significant changes to the project requirements midway. This required a quick adaptation of our strategies and plans. We had to rethink our entire approach and come up with a new plan. I called for an urgent team meeting and communicated the client's new requirements. It was a challenging situation, but I knew we had to remain flexible in our approach to deliver the project successfully. We quickly brainstormed and came up with a new strategy that was aligned with the client's changes. We divided the tasks among the team, ensuring that every team member was comfortable with their new responsibilities. This experience taught me the importance of flexibility and adaptability in the workplace. 8. How do you handle working under pressure with strict deadlines? I have always found that working under pressure can often lead to some of my best work. Strict deadlines allow me to focus and prioritize my tasks effectively. I am a firm believer in the importance of organization and careful planning. I usually start by breaking down the project into smaller, manageable tasks and then setting a timeline for each. This way, I can monitor my progress and ensure that I am on track. When the pressure is really on, I make it a point to remain calm and composed. Stress can often lead to mistakes, so I try to maintain a clear head, no matter how intense the situation might be. I also believe in the power of teamwork. When deadlines are tight, I make sure to communicate effectively with my teammates so that we can all contribute to the project efficiently. Through these strategies, I am able to deliver quality work, even in high-pressure situations. 9. Describe a situation where your work or idea was criticized. How did you respond? As a professional, I understand that feedback and criticism are parts of the learning process. I remember a time at my previous job where I had proposed a new strategy to boost our sales. However, during the presentation, my manager critiqued my idea, pointing out potential pitfalls I had overlooked. I listened attentively, took notes, and thanked him for his perspective. Instead of taking it personally, I took it as an opportunity to refine my idea. I revisited my proposal, incorporated the suggested changes, and presented it again. This time, it was well received and even implemented. This experience taught me that criticism can be constructive and can lead to better results. It also highlighted the importance of being open to feedback and using it to improve my work. 10. What do you consider to be your greatest professional achievement? My most notable achievement was during my tenure at XYZ Corporation. Facing an impending deadline for a major project, our team leader unexpectedly became unavailable. I volunteered to step up, coordinating the team's efforts and ensuring we stayed on track. We were not only able to meet the deadline, but we also surpassed the project's objectives, resulting in 20% increased efficiency. This experience won overall success. 11. How do you prioritize tasks when working on multiple projects? In managing multiple projects, I make it a point to understand the scope, deadlines, and criticality of each one. I use tools such as project management software to keep track of all tasks and deadlines. Prioritizing tasks becomes easier with a clear view of what needs to be done, when, and its impact on the project. I also communicate regularly with my team and stakeholders to understand any changes in priorities. This approach not only helps me stay organized, but also ensures that I am focusing on the right tasks at the right time. 12. Can you explain the difference between LIFO and FIFO? In the realm of accounting and finance, LIFO and FIFO are techniques used in managing inventory and financial matters. LIFO, an acronym for last in, first out, means that the most recently produced items are recorded as sold first. Since the inventory at hand might be older, the valuation recorded on the balance sheet might be lower. This means that the value of the inventory on the balance sheet is relatively high. Both techniques have their pros and cons and are chosen depending on the specific preferences of the business. 13. What do you know about cloud computing? Cloud computing refers to the delivery of computing services such as servers, storage, databases, networking, software, analytics, intelligence, and more over the internet. In other words, it is an on-demand availability of computer system resources, especially data storage and computing power, without direct active management by the user. Cloud computing provides a simple way to access servers, storage, databases, and a broad set of application services over the internet. It's defined by its flexibility, as it allows users to scale services to fit their needs, customize applications, and access cloud services from anywhere with an internet connection. Cloud companies operate and manage the physical infrastructure at their data centers and deliver their services over the internet. With cloud computing, firms and individuals can use software and hardware that are managed by third parties at remote locations. Examples of cloud computing services include Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, AWS, and Google Cloud. 14. How would you describe the difference between relational database management systems and database management systems? The fundamental difference lies in the structure and functionality. A database management system, DBMS, is software that interacts with end users, other applications, and the database itself to capture and analyze data. It allows users to create, read, update, and delete structured data in a manageable way. On the other hand, a relational database management system, RDBMS, is a type of DBMS with a row-based table structure that connects related data elements and includes functions that maintain the security, accuracy, integrity, and consistency of the data. The key difference is that RDBMS systems store data in a tabular form, while DBMS systems store data as files. Essentially, all RDBMS are a subset of DBMS, but the reverse is not true. RDBMS provides a greater degree of flexibility and functionality, making it ideal for more complex applications requiring a high level of data integrity. 15. Tell me about a time when you had to solve a complex problem. What was your approach? In a previous role, I was tasked with resolving a significant discrepancy in our financial reports. Initially, I spent some time examining the reports in detail to understand where the discrepancy was coming from. I was able overall to trace it back to a certain entry made a few months prior. I then cross-referenced this entry with our supporting documents and found that an error had been made during data entry. My approach involved meticulous attention to detail, patience, and effective use of all available resources. This experience reinforced for me the importance of accuracy in all aspects of financial management. 16. How do you ensure accuracy and quality of your work? My approach to ensuring accuracy and quality involves a few crucial steps. Firstly, I always double-check my work. By revisiting what I've done, I can catch any errors or areas that could be improved. Secondly, I often use technology to assist me. There are various tools and software that can help ensure the correctness of data and calculations, and I make full use of these. Thirdly, I believe in the value of peer review. Having a second pair of eyes look over your work can bring a fresh perspective and catch mistakes you might have missed. Finally, I always implement feedback. If errors are pointed out or suggestions are made, I learn from those and apply the lessons to my future work. 17. What do you think are the biggest challenges facing the accounting industry today? The constant evolution of technology poses significant challenges for the accounting industry. For instance, the rise of automation and AI reduces the need for traditional accounting roles, pushing professionals to adapt and acquire new skills. Additionally, the ever-changing tax legislation creates a complex landscape for accountants to navigate, requiring continual learning and adaptation. Another challenge is the increasing risk of cyber threats due to the shift towards digital platforms, emphasizing the importance of robust cybersecurity measures. Lastly, ethical dilemmas are prevalent, particularly in areas of financial reporting and taxation, demanding a strong moral compass and professional integrity. 18. How do you stay motivated during repetitive tasks? To stay motivated during repetitive tasks, I implement a variety of strategies. For instance, I break down the task into smaller, manageable parts and focus on one piece at a time. This method helps to reduce the feeling of monotony and keeps me engaged in my work. Additionally, I set personal goals and mini deadlines for each task. Setting goals gives me a sense of purpose and urgency, which helps to maintain my motivation. Another method I use is rewarding myself after completing each task, as this gives me something to look forward to and incentivizes me to work efficiently. Lastly, I make sure to take regular breaks to prevent burnout. These breaks allow me to recharge and return to my work with renewed energy and focus. 19. Describe a situation where you had to adapt if significant change at work or school. In my previous role, there was a drastic shift in company strategy due to a change in upper management. This shift required us to quickly adapt our project plans and the way we were used to working. I took the initiative to quickly understand the new strategic direction and the implications it had for our team. I then organized a team meeting to discuss these changes and brainstorm on how to effectively implement them in our current projects. We had to rearrange our priorities, but this experience taught me the importance of being adaptable and staying calm in the face of change. 20. How do you handle constructive criticism? I believe that constructive criticism is an essential part of professional growth and learning. It provides me with an opportunity to view my work from a different perspective and improve upon areas that may need enhancement. When I receive feedback, I take it positively and use it to enhance my skills and performance. For example, if a colleague suggests a more efficient way to complete a task, I would appreciate their insight and apply it in my work. It's important for me to remember that constructive criticism is not personal, but a tool for growth and improvement. I am always open to feedback as it helps me stay ahead and strive for excellence in my work. 21. What do you think sets KPMG apart from other Big Four firms? KPMG stands out with its strong focus on culture, diversity, and inclusion, which fosters an environment that appreciates differing viewpoints. Their commitment to continuous learning and professional development empowers their employees to grow. In KPMG, the emphasis is not just on client satisfaction but also on employee satisfaction, making it an attractive workplace. Their innovative approach and their dedication to ethical practices resonate with me. They are known for their high-quality service, which is consistent across their global network. This emphasis on quality and integrity makes KPMG distinct among the Big Four. 22. How do you approach learning new technologies or methodologies? I start by identifying my knowledge gap and what I need to learn. I then set clear, achievable goals. I find online resources, such as tutorials and webinars, very helpful. I often use trial and error to understand how things work and am not afraid to ask for help when needed. I believe in continuous learning and always seek feedback to improve. I also participate in relevant forums to learn from the experiences of others. I embrace change and am always ready to adapt to new technologies and methodologies. This helps me stay current and relevant in my field. I also find that teaching others what I have learned helps reinforce my understanding. Remember, preparation is key, and your ability to answer these questions can make or break your interview. If you found this guide helpful, please do us a favor by hitting the like button. Also, consider subscribing to our channel for more insightful content. Good luck with your interview.